Welcome back, guys. From the basement on December 17th, 2017. I got three boxes I'm gonna go through. Got some books, some stuff here. Looks like Star Wars stuff. And we'll see. So basically what I did was cleaning out this stuff over here, making room. I'm gonna add another wall here and over here, and I'll finish up like I did that wall here. But in the process, I made this. This is my workbench. It's a little bit high, but the reason why it's high is because the other desks were low, and I was always bending over and hurt my back, so I made it high. So if I'm gonna paint, I'm right at the level I want to be, so I don't need to be hunched over. I can actually rest my forearms against the table, and I can grab a couple of figs and work like that. If I want to use my magnifying glass, I can just bow down a little bit and get it like that. So it's actually 40 inches high. I did 36 plus the table, which is 1 by quarter inch, nailed to a 2x4. So it's 2x4 framing with 1/4 inch plywood stained. And what I did was I have a shelf here that slides in and out, and then I put a shelf over here which can slide in and out as well. So if I want, I can close it up, and if I'm painting, this is a little bit lower, I can actually do that. Of course, I got my little nifty laptop here for painting, and got a few things up on the wall. I don't like the pipes being there, but it's gonna have to do for now until I can rearrange that and put a whole wall that's gonna be going that way. So I'm going to use the glass cases that I saw at Gaming Geek. He's got a pretty nice workshop, and I got my how-to manuals down here. All kinds of crap in here. I saved the box cover art, so that's the box cover art there. And then we got some old Warhammer brochures, little map of Boston, my last corporal warrant from October 1980. There's a real $2 bill there from 18, what was that, 18, good God, when is that? Series 1800, wait a minute, 1899. So that's an 1899 $2 bill. That's me right there. I was a young one. Got a cool Frazetta. I love Frazetta's artwork. That's what these all are, Frazetta stuff. Anyway, remember Gorka Morka? Found that. And I got my Waterloo. And I got my plug is up again. Wow, I never thought I'd see that. We got this. GI Combat. And that's, I believe, Tucci's Sergeant Rock. And then we've got Vampirella up here. And we got some epic stuff. More Frazetta artwork. Found some things here and there. Spirit, if you like Spirit comic books. Remember this?
You can go about your business. Look, sir, droid.
Raccoon City Police. So, oh, and I was telling you the last video, I had a website for Yahoo, and it was all like Star Wars, Star Trek, and this I found in the box. So it was in this box here, and this is what I was looking for because it goes with the Star Trek game. And basically this gives you the make and models of all the ships and a little bit of history. So anybody interested in Star Trek and the spaceships, and it gives you all the ships, and it gives you the registry of all the ships of that class. So this is the Reliant class, so it gives you the Repulsed, the Reliant, the Gondor, the Gallant, the Renowned, the Invincible, Daring, Devastator, Courage, Formidable, Defender, Triumph, and it goes on and on. Same thing with the Enterprise class ships. You have the Enterprise, the Potemkin, the Hood, the Bismarck, the Yamato, the Constellation, the Intrepid, the Farragut, Lexington, Congo, Excalibur, Exeter, Challenger, Zoho, Yorktown, Valiant, Essex, Saratoga II, Kearsarge, the Eldorado, the Graf Zeppelin, the Saru, the Haru, Valley Forge, Oriskany, the Wasp, Hancock, and so on and so on. And then you have the original Constitution class, and you've got the Constellation, Republic, the Intrepid, the Farragut, the Excalibur, the Exeter, the Constitution, the Enterprise, the Potemkin, the Hood, the Bismarck, Yamato, Lexington, Congo, Challenger, Yorktown, Valiant, Essex, Saratoga, Eldorado, Kent, Littorio, Ticonderoga, Eagle, Santissima, Trinidad, the Maasai, Langley, Richelieu, Forrestal, Kitty Hawk, and so on and so forth. And it goes on and on. And these ships, if I went on eBay, and these ships are running like $50 now. Yeah, it's insane. This is one of my favorite. That's my favorite. The Remora class escort. I like that style of ship. But then a Lochnar was another one that I liked. But there's so many cool ships, and it gives you the timeline. It gives you the silhouettes, how big they are, and service of active duty. And that was that. And this was the Federation Ship Recognition Manual, which I thought was pretty neat. Now, let's go through this. So I grabbed a bunch of books, and Rogers and Chronicles of Amber. Boris, it's Boris work. And usually when I buy books, I'm a big Warhammer guy, so I was reading these, so that's pretty relatively new. Nightbringer, this was a good book. It was about the Ultramarines. That was actually an excellent series. Nightbringer series. Was it the third? Or who was this? It's Ultramarines Captain Ventress, and I forget who he's with. Is he with the third company? No, not the third company. Maybe it's the fourth company. Wow, it's been so long. Oh well. Dawn of War. This is my son's. He liked that. We got, oh, this was pretty cool. The Legions of Odysseus. This is where a Roman legion gets transported in time into a fantasy world, which I thought was pretty good. And this is book 3 of, so there's a trilogy. And that's actually by Harry Turtledove. Pretty good author. And if you like the Roman Legion, and you'll really like that book. It's cool. There's a trilogy. American Spartans, U.S. Marine Corps. Death in the Delta, Diary of a Navy SEAL in Vietnam. Sharp's Battle. Which one's this one? Peninsula War. Richard Sharp takes charge of the Irish battalion, the King of Spain's household guard. Pretty cool. Yep, okay. That works. And we got Star Trek 4. Some of these things are wicked old, some of them are new. The Power and the Serpent. The saga of brave swords and demon lost in hell, war for human souls. Hoorah. Cool. What is this? Black Arrow, Robert Louis Stevenson. Jeez. What was this? Looks like 1929. Alright. I got a bunch of old books from the 20s over here. Let's see what else we got. George Orwell, 1984. Alright. That's pretty neat. The Gods of Zuma. Basum Revisited. Really? No kidding. Huh. I'll have to read that one again. Basum, the ancient novelist Burroughs. Of course, there were differences. If the universe is infinite, it follows that there may be somewhere real physical worlds that duplicate those of the imagination. And when Tom Carson caught sight of the third planet of 82 Eridani, he recognized at once it resembled that to the imaginary Mars called Basum of the ancient novelist Burroughs. Of course, there were differences, but even so, this planet was ruddy, crisscrossed with canals, and its inhabitants were red-skinned, fought with swords, and had many things superficially in common with the fantasy Mars John Carter adventures. But there were indeed some vital variations that would eventually trip up the self-deceived science fiction reader travelers from the 24th century Earth. Therein hangs a tale that will delight and surprise everyone who enjoys the thrill of exploring a new world, especially one that seems so familiar, or particularly familiar. That's pretty cool. All right. Wow. Probably something I never read. I don't know what this is. Woman and Thomas Harrow. Okay. Probably looks like one of my mother's books. Star Trek novel, Blackfire. Pretty neat. Okay. I probably should put all the Star Trek books together, huh? There's another Star Trek 10, James Bush. Space 1999. How about that one, huh? I had such a crush on her when I was a kid. I don't know why, I just did. I thought she was very pretty. Barbara Bain. Martin Landau, Barbara Bain, and Barry Morse. Space 1999. Moonbase Alpha is Earth's supreme achievement, self-sufficient and fully computerized. The fantastic lunar colony is Earth's global watchdog, silently guarding against sneak alien attack. The dark side of the moon, once so mysterious, on a table, now stores in its womb containers of smoldering radioactive waste, refuse from Earth. Then in the year of our Lord 1999, the serene satellite is ripped apart by a thermonuclear explosion, and the 311 inhabitants of Alpha whirl through space on a runaway moon, in an orbit of jarring adventure where survival is a game of chance, with the life forces of the universe. ITC. That is awesome. I like that. Cool. Out of the Silent Planet. C. Lewis. Andre Norton's Year of the Unicorn. Oh, here's a good book. Executioner Hour. If you like Battlefleet Gothic space battles, this is an excellent book. I love this book. It's a novel by Gordon Rennie. It's called Execution Hour. It's a Warhammer book. If you like space battles and stuff, that was awesome. Oh my god, here's an old one. Jeez. $3.95. I guess it's not that old. 1996. Lakeview Bookstore. I picked it up there for $1. Battlestar Galactica. That's pretty neat. Until Relieved. Look at that tank. That's pretty neat. I think some of these books I just bought because of the artwork. Star Trek, New Voyages. It's a video. The Anzacs. Wow. Jeez. VHS tape, guys. Paul Hogan, Crocodile Dundee, and Andrew Clark. Anzacs, The War Down Under. That's pretty neat. T.H. White, The Once and Future King. Have no idea. For Those Who Are About to Die. Okay. The Solarians. Easy, easy, easy. Okay. The Ship Who Sang. I think I just get these because of the artwork. Well, here you go. Restricted Army Field Manual, 1951. The Armored Infantry Company Battalion. Oh my God, look at this. You can even smell it. Tank destroy automatic weapons fire on dismounted armored infantry. They actually have